Look at him. You can just launch him. Hello again, Skunk Monkey here, and what are we going to be doing today? Well, we are going to be looking at the combat test update, and you may be wondering, what is a combat test? Well, behind the scenes at Mojang, they've been working on a secret update. It's one that's been in them working for quite some time as they work on 1.15 and now as they work on 1.16. And basically what it is from 1.8 to 1.9, people threw a fit. They didn't like how the combat update was. And to be honest, I didn't really care. But for some people, it was huge. Like, it was complete turn off to the game. We aren't playing it again. And yeah. So they've been working over there at Mojang to make it a better system. A system that will work on PvE, PvP, which is player versus your environment, player versus player. And they want something that works both on Bedrock and on Java. So I'm going to be going over some of the updates that they've been doing. And these ones you have to download from Mojang themselves. You can't get it in the regular launcher. And I will give a link to the Reddit page in the description. You can go there, and I suggest you do, because you need to give feedback, because they're looking for feedback as to what people want for the game. So let's get into some of the changes. And right here, we've got a few different things that we want to look at. Here, I'm going to show you a funny one right off the bat. So they changed knockback vertically. So let's just put a creeper here, and then, oh yeah, and snowball stack to 64. And look at him. You can just launch him. Oh, it is so awesome. Look at that. Yeah, they're going to change that. But I just want to show it to you. It's just a little thing that they've been working on, is vertical knockback. All right, so the next thing that I want to show you guys is right now, as you play in 1.15 or 1.14 or anyone, and you swing your sword, it has to cool down to have maximum effectiveness, but you can keep hitting as fast as you want, and it just kind of damages it, not as much as a normal full swing. Well, that is changing. Get away from here. That is changing in in the combat test. Get away. Also, you may notice at the top of the screen there's a health indicator. That's just a data pack that I put on so you can see better what's going on. All right, so the difference is that you can just hold down the mouse button, which is what I'm doing right now, and it swings as soon as the cooldown has stopped. Now, that's important because Bedrock, which is usually on tablets and phones and such, and then Java are more similar in your attack. And you can spam it if you want, but it's not really going to be any faster of an attack. But the difference is when you're swinging, okay, let's just go swing and swing, 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 swing. Okay, you see how fast he died there? Now let's just wait. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. And then if I just start swinging, 2, 3, 4 hits. So it's the exact same amount of damage if you watch the little bar go down, whether I waited or whether I just swung. Now, you may have noticed something that was there, which was, look, see, I target him, and then I swing, move away and swing. And that's to help out with killing little mobs, because as you may have noticed, trying to kill like rabbits and baby zombies gets a bit annoying because you go to swing and they've already jumped. Well, now if you are targeting it and then swing, there's a fraction of a second that it allows you to be looking away, and it will still count as a swing. I think it's a little bit too much, but, you know, a little bit of changes can be made still. Now, the only thing that really changes now, if I swing and you see the little charging thing goes all the way up, the only thing that changes is your reach. So right now, if I start swinging, see, I can't reach him. But if I stop and let it charge up, bam, it adds a block to your reach. So I can hit him if I wait. So that's an interesting mechanic, and I like that. I like it a lot. But one other thing, which I'm talking about now, is reach. Reach is now changed in this update. So tridents have the longest reach, then swords, and then your axe. So right now, this is how far the sword can reach. If you, and even with the axe, I can't reach him, but I can with the sword. But if we go over to here with the axe, then I can hit him. But if I just keep swinging, it doesn't work. If I let it fill up, there we go. Oh, look at his health. How is he still alive? And then with the trident, it is, so this is 1, 2, 3.5 blocks. Let me stand behind that. All right, so we can hit him there. But if we're just swinging, it doesn't work. There we go. So that is reach, and if you look at it, it says 3.5 attack reach, 3 attack reach, and that doesn't have it. It just defaults to 2. So that is attack reach and also attack speed. The sword is faster. One thing also is that swords in general have been nerfed down. So right now in the game, diamond swords do 7. In this combat test, they only do 6. Basically, the iron and the stone and the diamond have been reduced by 1. Iron, gold, no. Stone, sword, and wood are all the same. And then just iron is a little bit better, and then diamond is a little bit better. One other thing that has been added is chopping. Chopping is an enchantment that is only put on the axe, which makes sense because it's chopping. It has 3 different levels, and as you can see, this is 7 attack damage. Bam, 10. Each level gives you 1 attack damage. Now, one thing that I can't show you right now is that this using an axe on a player with a shield actually stuns them, and they can't use their shield to defend themselves. That is a really interesting mechanic to be used in PvP. But speaking of the shield, see if you put it on your offhand and then you're walking along, you right click, it's defending you. But if you crouch, automatically defends you, and then you can swing your sword and then automatically defends, swing your sword, automatically defends, and that can be turned on and off in the accessibility options. So that is the shield. And then the bow and arrow. This is one of my favorite parts. The randomness in your shots has been greatly decreased. So if I don't move my mouse at all, and I just keep shooting in the same spot over and over again, I am going to hit the same spot over and over again. Look at that. Look at that grouping. That is amazing right there. So yeah, the chance of being off your target has been drastically reduced, which I think is a great change. Now, the main problems that people were having with the update they're twofold. One is that armor just wasn't strong enough, especially low-level armor. And 2, the food was just, people are healing way too quickly with food. So to combat the armor, they decreased the damage by your swords. To combat the food, well, now this is where things get interesting. You no longer get regeneration from the food saturation. So a very high saturation food, such as golden carrots, was amazing at healing. But they don't want it that way. Saturation is not for healing. The food is for healing. So what did they do? Well, besides changing the saturation boost, eating food is now slower. So actually, let's hop over into... Oh, I need to turn on my commands, game mode, survival. All right. So right now, I'll eat this, and I'll put it split screen so you can see the length of time. It's actually slower now for eating than it was before. It's actually slower, not by much, just 8 ticks longer, but a little bit. And healing from eating now works longer. So as you can see right there, I'm down, what, 4.5 hunger things? And if I take more damage, watch, it'll continue to go down. And that will go all the way until 6 food points, which is 3 little drumsticks. So there we go. It'll go one more and stop. So it will heal all the way down, whereas before it would go to 1 drumstick down or 18 food points. And natural healing is faster. It will heal every 3 seconds instead of every 4. And I'll also do a split screen here so that you can see the difference in healing speeds. But here's the issue. Natural healing always drains food points. Because there's no saturation boost, saturation doesn't help at all. At all. Only food heals you. Which I think is a really important thing. Because saturation, no, that shouldn't be healing you. It should only be the food. Alright. One more thing that I wanted to show you. That is a big change. I'm not sure if they're going to continue to go with it. I'm going to get damaged here so that I can heal and drain my hunger. Is that sprinting is no longer affected by your food value. So right now in the game, if you're running along and all of a sudden your food bar drops to 6 hunger points or 3 little drumsticks, you slow way down. You've got to walk. You can't run anymore. And as you can see right now, it's down to 3 and I'm still running. So it is not affected by your hunger points if you want to be running. You can keep running as long as you want. Now, of course, in the harder difficulties, you might starve to death. But that's just the way it is right now. And let's see, is there anything else? I think that's about it. You can now hit players with snowballs too, not just the mobs. There's a cooldown to the snowballs. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but if you throw it, there's a cooldown. Also, eggs have a cooldown, so you can't spam them. And yeah, that about does it. So yeah, go check out this test update, this test of the combat, and see what you think. Play around with it. I think that the direction that they're going is really good. I think this is a big, giant leap in the right direction. But they need feedback over at Mojang. If we don't give them feedback, they can't give us what we want. And who wants a game that they keep changing it to not what you want? So go onto the Reddit, and you can give them feedback there. Also, I believe you can go onto the Minecraft.net site. I will put a link to that in the description as well if it's possible. You can go there and leave feedback. But it might just be a link to the Reddit. I'm not really sure. But that will do it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did like it, please leave a like and consider subscribing. You can turn on those notifications. You can even consider becoming a channel member. You can also follow me on Twitter. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Until next time.